It's Meghan's chapter of joy. And as the season continues to unfold, we continue to see her make more and more appearances. And it feels as though she's making these appearances based on what interests her and what matters to her most. And in doing so, we're getting to know more and more about Meghan. For instance, we've always known she was an avid reader. Long before she was even a royal family member, she's contributed to a book of essays, she's written her own book as well, she's a New York Times bestseller, and she's held several public readings to kids. So it's not far-fetched to say that books are close to Meghan's heart. In 2019, Business Insider picked up on this little tidbit about Meghan. They even published an article of the 5 best books to read if you're a Meghan fan, which I thought was pretty cool. If you want me to go through that article, feel free to let me know. However, it was really cool to see this yet again come to the forefront as she popped out at a bookstore and even gave a speech. People magazine has as many details as available right now, which isn't many, but I'm excited to talk about it, so let's get into it. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, and if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am excited to finally get to talk about Meghan's appearance at the Godmothers bookstore over the weekend. So I wanted to talk about it yesterday, but we had some more pressing matters that came up, so I wanted to dig into that. So today, on my lucky Tuesday, we finally get to talk about it. Now, unfortunately, there are not a lot of details available, but it doesn't stop us from getting a chance to look at her nice pictures, her really cute outfit, and getting to talk about the very few details that are available thanks to Vanity Fair and People magazine. Before we get into that, if you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 50K by December. Don't forget to like the video so the algorithm knows you like my content. And please don't forget to share so more people can find my real channel. If you watched yesterday's video, then you know what I'm talking about. And in the meantime, let's get into the article. Once again, this article is in People magazine titled, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, joins Oprah Winfrey for surprise appearance at bookstore near their California homes. The Duchess of Sussex made an appearance to celebrate Santa Barbara's community of authors at a bookstore opening on September 7th. This was written by Charlotte Phillip. Now, I don't think I've read any of Charlotte Phillip's articles before, so let's take a stab in the dark and hopefully she doesn't disappoint. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, stepped out to support fellow authors at a bookstore opening in Santa Barbara. On Saturday, September 7th, the Duchess of Sussex spoke at the grand opening of Godmothers bookstore in Summerlin, California, near Montecito, where she and husband Prince Harry have lived since 2020. Meghan sported a chic, business-inspired look for the event. She wore a sleeveless navy blue tuxedo jumpsuit from Club Monaco and kept her hair back in a ponytail. She completed the ensemble with a simple pair of diamond earrings. I love this look. You can tell she's having fun, but I wonder what joke she cracked, because that is definitely the face she makes when she's cracked a joke. And she is very funny. If you've ever watched any of her behind the scenes from when she was recording on Suits, when she was starring on Suits or any other project, if you look at that behind the scenes footage of just like the cast offset, it's hilarious. Her interviews, you can tell when she's made a joke, she makes this face and it's always funny. She is very witty. Maybe we should have a video about that where I pull my favorite scenes from those moments, or pull my favorite moments from her behind the scenes footage. That would be fun. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. In a photo shared by author Laura Lynn Jackson on her Instagram stories, the Duchess of Sussex is seen standing on stage at the bookstore, speaking into a microphone. Jackson captioned the photo, quote, "Most light-filled evening of speakers." Wow, that's a big compliment. Also in attendance at the star-studded bookstore launch were Meghan's friend and neighbor Oprah Winfrey, author Shaka Senghor, astrologer Jennifer Freed, and the new bookstore's co-founders Jennifer Randolph-Walsh and Victoria Jackson. Although Meghan's husband, Prince Harry, was not in attendance at the bookstore event, a display featuring books written by, quote, hometown authors included his 2023 memoir, Spare. The display also included some titles by other famous local authors, including Gwyneth Paltrow's It's All Easy, as well as Meghan's children's book, The Bench. Quote, We celebrate our hometown authors as if they were our hometown heroes, because to us, they are, Rudolph Walsh said in a video promoting the new store. Meghan's book, which she wrote to depict another side of masculinity, one grounded in connection, emotion, and softness, according to a blog post she wrote at the time, became a New York Times bestseller in June 2021. Meghan and Harry explained their big move to California in a now famous March 2021 TV interview with Oprah Winfrey, and following the pair's step back as senior members of the royal family. Lord, it's been 4 years. They've done 1,000,001 things. Can we stop talking about the step back? In 2020, a rep for the couple told People that Meghan and Harry had settled into their new life in Montecito, a town just outside of Santa Barbara. That is all we need to talk about on that subject, but let's scoot over to Vanity Fair for more details about this event. We've talked about the step back more than enough. Now again, this portion is in Vanity Fair, and it says, author Victoria Jackson and Jennifer Rudolph Walsh, a powerful literary agent who has represented Winfrey, Brene Brown, Sheryl Sandberg, and other prominent authors, opened the store called Godmothers this weekend. The store features a cafe and features a selection of books by local authors near the front. A recent Instagram video showed Meghan's children's book, The Bench, and Harry's memoir, Spare, on display. Quote, I wanted it to be the first when you walk in because I want the authors who are local to the area to know that this is their bookstore. We celebrate our authors as though they are our hometown heroes because to us they are. Now, this portion of this video is from the author written by Erin Vanderhoof, who I love, and I have been reading her articles for years now. She never disappoints.
This is our local authors shelf when you first walk in, and I want it to be when you first walk in so that authors who are local to the area know that this is their hometown bookstore. And we celebrate our hometown authors as if they were our hometown heroes, because to us they are.
You hit the truth, praying for that.
You know what's so great about having a bookstore? I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. The community. I am finding it is so awesome how there's not enough bookstores and people are loving it. Don't you think?
I just love it. I mean, people come in here and the phrase we hear over and over again is, I don't know why, but this makes me feel like crying.
I know.
And that makes me feel like crying because I know why. Because we've put so much love and intention into everything. It's like, you know, when you just take a bite of pound cake and you're like, why is this so delicious? Oh, it's the butter. Well, the butter is the love in this, and it's buttery and delicious. And people are feeling that. And they're feeling like they found a home away from home.
I just wanted to take a super short break to say, if you have not already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you are interested, feel free to participate in the live chat going on now, or feel free to leave a comment if you do not wish to engage in the live chat. Once again, I know I do this all the time. I'm enjoying a channel, I'm enjoying the video, I'm just having a great time, and I completely forget to hit subscribe. So please don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you wish, and please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so that the algorithm on YouTube knows that you like my content. Now, let's get back to the show. It has been very fulfilling and rewarding to have the opportunity to report on Harry and Meghan's chapter of joy. I have talked about so many of their highs, even the things that occurred before I got my YouTube channel. We've taken a retroactive look and we've explored those very amazing moments, from their moments doing the work and connecting with people when they're on engagements to their moments in their relationship. We have talked about every single project that they've put out, every single relationship, every single organization and charity they've been affiliated with. We have had some celebratory moments talking about their many, many highs here on this channel, and it's been great. But one of the things that's been so fulfilling as of late is being able to report on their chapter of joy. And I think what makes it so fulfilling is, one, I like to see people happy. I like to see people in their element, and I love to see people blossom. But because we know what they had to go through, what they've had to fight for, and what they've had to do to overcome, as Meghan would say, everything that they have been through to get to this moment, it just makes it that much more rewarding. And I'm so glad that they are letting us in this way and allowing us to be on this journey with them, because they don't have to. That's something that I'm always very mindful of as a person who reports on their comings and goings and just kind of makes their lives and their work, more importantly, part of my content. I'm always mindful to check the entitlement at the door. It actually bothers me when people who report on them or talk about them feel like they own them. I'm kind of a more outspoken person when it comes to the phrasing of Meghan better be in attendance, or she better not have this, or Harry better not. It drives me wild. It makes me feral. I'm so angry. And so, but I love when we can witness them operate on their own terms, and we can respect that while also enjoying it and reporting on it. And it seems like so many people have gotten that memo, and I've heard so much less of that kind of talk of like, well, I need to see what she's going to wear, so she better take up. I love that as they continue to ease back into their day-to-day, and they create, I won't even say ease back into, but they create their day-to-day, and they create the life they want to live, because they certainly fought hard to have those choices and to exercise those choices. I love that as a community, as the squad, as anyone who supports them, we've all been very mindful and respectful of letting them come to us and just being happy and welcoming when they get here. Because they certainly don't have to let us in. They don't have to let us be a witness to their joys. They certainly don't have to share any of this with us. So when we get an opportunity to see a little bit more of their blossoming, I'm always just very appreciative of it. In this instance, this was kind of a private event, and it's great that Meghan was not only in attendance, but she also got to give a speech, and it seems like she was right in her element. She seemed like she was having a really great time, and you could tell that the crowd was highly receptive to whatever she was saying. Hopefully we get to know what that speech was about, but getting to know more about the environment of the bookstore, especially from the owners and the founders, and the kind of environment they're trying to create, the type of community they're trying to create, I have an idea of the tone of her speech, and it seems as though everyone there was just there in a spirit of connectedness and comforting and peace. And it seems like that's the perfect place for Meghan. Have you ever been to Godmother's bookstore? Have you gotten a chance to go yet? I haven't gotten an opportunity to go, obviously, as I'm in Texas, but I do have a trip to California planned. And while I'm there, I like to stay several days more than what I need to, because my goal is to go to all my favorite places, and they're all scattered throughout California. So it's not a problem, because I like to drive, or I like to ride while my husband drives. But I have been intending to go to one of the annual events for Harvest Home. I got invited last year and I wasn't able to make it because I was in Germany. And so this year we've been moving. So next year I'm definitely going to go so that I can attend an event from Harvest Home LA and Lupus LA, which I've been a contributor to. And I also have to go to Malibu while I'm there. I haven't had a true trip to California unless I have one day in Malibu. It's a demand. So y'all can get an idea of just about how much driving I'm about to be doing. But I'm actually going to try and work in a visit to Godmothers and maybe bring back something from my trip. And that would be really nice. Hopefully I can line it up to where I can hear a reading while there and actually get to take in the experience, which would be amazing. In the meantime, if you get an opportunity to visit at Godmothers and buy something there, tell me all about it. Feel free to email me at hellosharion@gmail.com. If you want to participate in one of my videos and record yourself talking about the experience, I am more than happy to include you here and we can talk about the revenue share. So feel free to let me know about your experience if you've been to Godmothers, and if you want to be a participant on one of my videos talking about that experience, we can collab. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was such a fun video to make. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please don't forget to share so more people can find my channel. Thanks so much for watching, y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the SharionSade podcast.